This one was looking at Falmouth in Cornwall, so I've done a little whistle-stop tour of Cornwall, haven't I? Falmouth is Aber Fala in Cornish. I think means mouth of the River Fal, but the meaning of Fal is unknown apparently. I can't remember specifically why I was intrigued by Falmouth. I think it was to do with this whole looking at King Arthur and the history stuff. But also I did visit there, I think it was last year. I was intrigued enough by the obelisk there and the Killigrew family story to remember it. So the town was established in 1613 by the Killigrew family on the site that was near the former Pendennis Castle that had been built by Henry VIII. And the former town had been, I think, Penrhyn, which had also been called, or was near a place that was called Penny Come Quick, which was the anglicisation of the Cornish, which kind of sounds similar, which means head of the creek. What is vaguely interesting to me is the Penny Come Quick had popped into my head about 2 weeks ago, and I thought about including it in a poem because there is an area in Plymouth with that name. And I did a little research and found out that Charles Causley, the poet from Lanson, had written a children's song or poem with a reference to Penny Come Quick. And it's also a funny name, isn't it? Anyway, there's 2 green eyes or windows, possibly within or coming out of a tree. This one on the left kind of makes me laugh. It's got this sort of miserable looking, or woeful looking, I guess, lizard. Why won't anybody play with me? And possibly an eye on the other side. There's some wispy figures in the ground, ghost-like, or skeletons maybe. So there's something buried there, or an old graveyard. Possibly a face looking towards the right-hand side. There's a figure right in the middle there in purple. It's a small, just sort of watching on. Somebody tending to a water pot with steam at the top. Brewing a nice cup of tea. Looks more face-like upside down with a tree growing at the top. The trees are lizards. So this one with the eye looks slightly more face-like, possibly upside down. It looks like a person on the right-hand side there is fishing. Killigrew means grove of eagles. And there's eagles symbols on that obelisk. And John Killigrew, one of the originals, 1500-ish, him and his wife were notorious pirates. Thanks for listening.